Hello everyone and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We are here doing the puzzle for Sunday, October 26th, 2025 for the New York Times Sunday crossword. It is currently Monday the 27th, but I didn't get a chance to do this one yesterday, so back solving today. And we're going to get right into it. This is a construction by Gary Larson and Doug Peterson, apparently not their first collaboration, and we'll expect some tricky Sunday cluing and hopefully quite a fun theme. So let's get into it for Sunday, October 26, 2025. A leftover piece of fabric could be a scrap. Blank water, cooking ingredient sometimes called liquid gold. Pasta water. Spartacus or Gladiator are both films, I think is what they're after there. Could be something else, an epic or something, but let's go with film. Comic Kaplan. Oh, is this Gabe Kaplan? You know, I'm not totally sure about that, but let's try it. Like harem pants, they're what, baggy or loose? What do we want here? Pros camera type, probably an SLR camera, so maybe loose. Numismatist's acquisition. What is a numismatist? A coin collector, maybe? Got it on a radio. Roger, you could say, on like a CB radio, not a truck radio. Ashton Kutcher was in that 70s show. Like the most pedantic pedant. Pedantier? I don't really know what they're after there. Stinging plants. Nettles are an example of a stinging or thorny plant. Banned bodybuilders slangily. Roids, I guess. Not bodybuilders as in a people, but bodybuilders as in the substance that would help you build your body. Windows upgrades, perhaps. New panes for your window. Not Windows as in the operating system, of course. The A in STEAM is arts. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, if you want so inclined. Asian honorific, that's an anagram of an English honorific. This is Sri, South Indian honorific that can be anagrammed as Sir, which is in English. A large spread could be an array. Laddie's cap is a tam, a Scottish name for a hat. Yes, Captain. Aye, sir, you could say. Confusing clue and entry. Great job selecting a person of the year. Boomer. Right on time? So the most pedantic pedant could be the pettiest. And a collector's item could be Ned Nickerson, Nancy Drew's boyfriend. Device in a high-tech farm. What kind of farm? Solar panel or farm? Not sure. This does look like right on time, though. Old makes more sense than anything else is going to in that spot. So let's go with that and let's keep going. A vaudeville offering. What, a show? Carrier with a Flying Dutchman magazine. Maybe it's not a show. Maybe a skit instead, because this might be KLM, the Dutch airline. Letter before Zeta. Is Omicron. So Spartacus or Gladiator is what then? Not sure, but this is definitely... Oh. Not Omicron? Upsilon? Maybe it's Upsilon, actually. Or Epsilon? This could be an epic, then. Singer, Page, or LaBelle. These are both patties, I think with an I. Maybe this is epic, after all. Bargain bin abbreviation. Bargain bin abbreviation. Not sure. Bob or Helen in the Incredibles. Also not sure about that. Tops of waves could be the crests of the waves. Bob or Helen. Parr? Is that their last name? I don't remember the names of the Incredibles. Drag performer ? Something else. Street racer or something else. Not, I don't think like a drag queen is what, I don't think that's what they're after. Dynamic opening could be thermodynamic. When you see a clue that says opening ? They're usually looking for either like the first letter or something that could go in front of it. Jazz trumpeter Baker, who was sometimes called the Prince of Cool. This is Chet Baker. Catch. Here, you could say, as you're tossing something to someone. Oprah or Ellen. TV host. I would have thought talk show host, but I think this fits better. Holiday celebrated with Ban Chang. I don't know. Is that the Vietnamese New Year? Device in a high-tech farm could be a server. Shamefaced could be... I don't know. Abruptly end all communications with DEA agents. Millennial. I still didn't really figure out what this has to do with a boomer, but perhaps we will find out as we continue along. Beatles nickname. For the whole Beatles, or... I would have guessed Fab 4, actually. I wonder if this could possibly be anything else. TV... something else? Oprah or Ellen? Let's see if Fab 4 works. Most exceptional just could be best. Pests that bug pups could be fleas. That's a fun clue. Fare at many a shoreline eatery, probably seafood, you would find. Objectivist author Rand is Ayn Rand. Temporary halt legally is a stay, which is a legal order that stops something from happening. Go out with is to see. Antonym and rhyme for nay is yay. The opposite of nay and something that rhymes with it. Excuse me. Blank eyes, eagle's tune. I don't remember. Green opening. I don't know what they're after there. Even if they mean something that could come before green, that could be a lot of things. Mark on a freshly polished shoe could be a scuff. Superfood berry is the acai berry. 1990s Indian Prime Minister, probably Rao, I think. I don't remember his full name, but I think that's right. Kimono closer, I think it's called an obi, the sash that you wrap around to close your kimono. Candidacy for an entertainment award, informally, a nod, a nomination. Hit the horn is to beep, maybe? To handle, or a handle. To handle. Don't know. One side of the Bering Strait. Where is the Bering Strait? This is between Alaska and Russia, I think. No? I don't know what they're after there. Call at home. Safe? Is this a baseball thing or not? I'm not sure. Come off it now. I don't know. Courtyards could be atria? Is that what they're looking for? First section of the Iliad. First section of the Iliad. I didn't know they had names. George Orwell's alma mater. Is this Eton? It usually is. 2013 title role for Asa Butterfield is Ender for the film Ender's Game, based on the Arthur C. Clarke novel. Call at home. Oh, it could be a strike call. Okay. First section of the Iliad is just book 1. I think that's fine. Chill in the air. Relax on a plane. Chill in the air. Okay. Come off it now. Get real, you could say. One side of the Bering Strait is Asia. Okay, more generally than I thought. A street rod? Is that right somehow? Addis Ababa residents are Ethiopians. I guess it is a street rod. Like a hot rod, like a car. That's street worthy. I'm not really sure what this is, but sure. Bob or Helen in The Incredibles. I really don't know what they're after here. Is it just par? Like, is that their name? I'm just not sure. Frozen character who says I like warm hugs is Olaf, the snowman. Run off with. Run off with. Like romantically or like illegally? Sci-fi series with J, K, and Z is Men in Black. Those aren't their abbreviated names though, so this is a little weird. Source of some natural dyes and sugars. Source of some natural dyes and sugars. Oh, beet. The headline, kids make nutritious meals, for example. Is there a name for this? Ambiguous? Maybe is that all they mean? It's easily misunderstood. A small bite could be a nibble. Run off with. I'm still not seeing what they want there. Coveter's sin could be envy, someone who covets something as envious. Greed is another name for greed is avarice. Run off with it could be to filch. That's a way synonym for to steal. Awesome after dark, something night it seems anyway. Liverpudlian, for example, is a Briton. Liverpudlian is someone from Liverpool, and a Briton is someone from Great Britain. Disco guy on The Simpsons is Disco Stew. Aromatherapy liquids. What? I don't know. Absolutely. What? Something wrong here? Kidnap could be to abduct. Difficulty to Hamlet. Difficulty. The rub. There's the rub. Fly by night. Awesome after dark. Fly by night. I think what is going on here is that they're using slang from these various generations. So like Gen X might call something that's awesome fly. Relax. A Gen X phrase for relax could be chill. Great job selecting a person of the year, right? Yeah, right could be a person of the year being something the Time magazine selects. Right on, comma, time. So right on is a boomer way of saying great job. Okay, I think I understand what's going on here. They're so talking about my generation, they're just using generational slang for various ways of saying like good or awesome, I think. And sort of reinterpreting phrases like what if in the phrase fly by night you actually intended to mean fly as in awesome, then it might mean awesome after dark. Anyway, we'll go over those at the end. Breed of Smokey, the first known therapy dog familiarly. Probably a Yorkie, a Yorkshire Terrier. I have known a Yorkie who was a therapy dog or a support dog. Ancient Greek tunic. I don't see it. Undesirable marks in school, maybe D's or F's like that. One assessing the number of hotties at a party, Gen Z. It looks like that's going to be sneak, though I don't really know. X's to Aphrodite. Oh, what? What? X's. Aren't these etas? So maybe this isn't F's after all. I think I'm not that sure. No, teeny weeny. X's. What are X's? Chais? Snack? But teeny weeny. It's gotta be teeny weeny. Undesirable marks in high school. Marks. Maybe it's something else. Maybe this is a snack. Snack. Maybe this isn't ambiguous. How could it not be? The sheltered side of something is the Lee side of it. Aromatherapy liquids are oils. Ambiguity, the headline, kids make nutritious meals, for example, is an example of an ambiguity. Okay, so we're looking for the noun form, not the adjective. Fine, I guess. Typical university applicants are seniors, so absolutely is yes. And this is maybe a snack counter. So a Gen Z word for a hottie, I guess, is a snack. Fine. Ancient Greek tunic. I still don't see what they want here. Disposable items by the door of an open house, perhaps. Items. Booties? Open house? Not sure. Uses lefty loosey on. Unscrews, as in a cap or something. Or a screw. Pagan religion. Wicca is an example of a pagan religion. Its leaves are eaten by giraffes. Acacia tree, I think, is the answer there. Group that investigates cases. What kind of cases? I guess briefcases. The TSA, the Transportation Safety Authority, might investigate what's inside a case using their scanners. Maybe this is booties. And then what is this? Phaeton or something? Maybe this is Eensy weenie? That doesn't make any sense at all. Books with legends. Atlases may have legends. Garb for an Indian bridesmaid, probably a sari. Location of the malleus, incus, and stapes. Those, I think, are those sort of floating bones in your ear, or maybe they're not the floating ones, but certainly various small bones in your ear. To maroon in a way, or maybe maroon the color in a way. To maroon in a way. Not sure. Pun-filled, say, possibly witty. Men's accessory organizer, a tie rack. Acorn squash is a kind of squash. Like some undercover detectives, they may be wired, hooked up with a wire to covertly capture conversations. Often skinned body part, your knee. You can often skin your knee if you fall and scrape your knee. Less off the wall, saner, less insane, in other words. Arcade game with pressure sensors for the feet familiarly. Wow, I haven't heard about this in a long time. DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. Goodness. Leave just after the first person. Tax code issues. Tax code issues. Vaulted could be leapt. We could be something like Eensy. Head of production, question mark, the letter P. PC connection. Now, is this a personal computer or not? Oh, split second. Okay. I get it. To leave, to split is a boomer way of saying to leave. Fine. Tax code issues. Tips? Doesn't make sense. NYL? That's a really fine. PC connection as a local area network, a LAN, and this, I guess, is tips. Which I guess maybe what they mean is that it's an issue about whether tips are to be taxed or not. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Sexology subject. Would have wanted something like desire or libido, or I'm not really sure what they want there. Promoting a romantic connection between characters played by actors Nathan and Diane. Nathan Lane? Diane Keaton? What are we doing here? Okay. Shaving gel additive, probably aloe, as a sort of a relief, skin relief kind of thing. Takes a load off. Sits, maybe? Country music's, I'm guessing, Eli Young band. I don't really know, though. Sexology subject. What? Oh, boy. Okay. What else can we get here? Shamefaced. toy with barista and dog trainer versions. A toy with barista and dog trainer versions. Barbie? Doesn't fit though. The sky's the limit, probably. Ken doll? Are there dog trainer Kens and barista Kens? Maybe. Moonshiner's needs. Yeasts, probably, for people who are making illegal alcohol. Prepare to drive. Drive a car, drive a golf ball, drive what? Symbol for fair weather in a forecast, usually the sun. Tee up. You tee up the ball before you drive it. Golf ball. Tempo could be your pace. Head honcho could be the top banana. Recognition for an ardent fan. Stan something. A source of onomatopoeic words. Sounds are the source. It holds the line. What kind of line? Don't know. Not to mention, also, you could say, green opening. I still don't know what kind of green they want here. Recognition. NFC South player. Is this a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, maybe? Trade show could be an expo. Much obliged in a text could be THX for thanks. QB stat could be... I don't know. Industrial age, maybe? Looks like it. ATT, I'm not sure what that is, but fine. Ghostbusters, abruptly end all communications with DEA agents. So you could be ghosting the Busters. Busters, I guess, as a nickname for DEA agents. Maybe they perform drug busts, so I guess they're called Busters. And to ghost is to abruptly end all communications with. Fine. Collector's item. Old Debs? That doesn't look right. Maybe this is not Ned Nickerson. Maybe this is something else. I don't know what else this could be. Old collector's item. Collector's item question mark. Shamefaced could be rueful. Holidays celebrated with Bon Chung. Oh, it is the Vietnamese New Year. I just can't remember what it... TV star, maybe Oprah or Ellen. TV star. Stan Laurel. A laurel is a recognition, and Stan Laurel is the actor from Laurel and Hardy, I believe. Is this Tet? I think it is. Old debt. Okay, so Ned Nickerson. I was right about that, but it is a collector's, a debt collector's item could be old debt. Fine. It holds the line. Clotted? Clothes peg? Oh, clothes peg holds the line if you're hanging your clothes to dry. Fine. Province bordering Turin. Province bordering Turin. Turin is a city in Italy. I don't know enough of the provinces in Italy, or unless it's a province in a neighboring country. I don't think Turin's on the border, though. The Merchant of Venice heroine. Violet, I think? Small crowns. Maybe it's not, because this looks like it might be tiaras, actually. Small crowns, tiaras. Labor leaders. Labor leaders. Sexology subject. I still don't see what this is. G-spot? Okay, fine. What reps? What kind of reps? Froth. Oh, promoting a romantic connection between characters played by actors Nathan and Diane. Lane? Oh, Nathan Lane and Diane Lane. I see. Shipping lanes. Oh, there we go. So promoting a romantic connection, or imagining or advocating for a romantic connection, is shipping. And characters played by actors Nathan and Diane. Both lanes. Nathan Lane, Diane Lane. Fine. Okay. Pay tribute to... What? Pay tribute to... One of the sisters in Chekhov's Three Sisters. Is this Irina or something like that? Olympus Mons is a Martian volcano. Historic periods could be eras. So this looks like probably Irina. Moon Merchant of Venice. Who? To froth or froth? Slime? No. Froth. Froth. Pay tribute to could be to honor. Commencement ritual. Commencement ritual. Cap toss. That looks wrong. Dian eyes, maybe? No. Lion eyes? Yeah, okay. Green opening. So in a golf green, the opening that you're aiming for is the hole. So lying eyes, and the province is Asti. This still looks weird here. Union reps, I think. Clothes pin. There we go. And it's Porsche. And spume? Froth? Spume? It's got to be. Everything else is right. So I am down to these two. Undesirable marks in high school. That's going to be acne, and this might be a chiton. Maybe chiton? I'm not really sure how that's said. And then Bob or I have to guess par because I really have no other clue what this could possibly be. Crest has got to be right. Street rod has to be right. Patty Page, Patty LaBelle, that's got to be right. I'm pretty sure Epsilon's got to be right given Epic. Epic has to be right as well. So I just don't know. Bargain bin abbreviation. Could this possibly be anything else? A U, an I, an O. I'm going to put the R and see what happens. No. Okay, I'm going to pause this and come back and see if I can figure out what's going on here. Give me a second. Okay. Pretty embarrassed about this. It turns out, I spent a couple of minutes looking through this. I was right here. I don't know what IRR is, but I was right about Bob and Helen Parr and Street Rod and Epic and all of this. What I had wrong was this, and I had to look it up elsewhere to find this out. But a candidacy for an entertainment award informally could be a nod, but of course NAID doesn't make sense. It could also be a nom for a nomination. And this, a handle, your username, could be your name online. So that's too bad. I was so stuck on that other thing that I thought I had wrong. I didn't even consider that I had something wrong here. I did eventually come across NAID, but I couldn't even see, I couldn't bring myself out of nod and into nom there. Let's take a quick look at the theme, and then I gotta cut it short here. But for each one of these theme entries, we have a phrase that's just a normal phrase, but includes a word that at one point or for a particular generation was a slang for something else. So here, right on time is just a regular phrase, meaning punctual, but right on is a boomer way of saying great job. And Time Magazine would have selected a person of the year. So you might say, if you were trying to say great job selecting a person of the year, you might say right on, comma, Time, capital T, Time, for Time Magazine. Here, chill in the air is just an expression for, if when the weather turns cold. But you might also say chill to mean relax if you're Gen X. And so if you're relaxing on a plane, you might say you are to relax on a plane is to chill in the air. Here, Ghostbusters, specifically from the franchise, but also sort of generically to mean people who are looking for ghosts. But to ghost is also to end all communications. So if you're abruptly ending all communications with DEA agents, whom you might call busters, people who do drug busts, you might say ghost busters, like that. And what about this? Recognition for an ardent fan. Stan Laurel is the name of an actor, but Stan is also the name for an ardent fan in Gen Z, and a laurel is another word for a recognition or an honor. So you could say that Stan Laurel is, or a laurel for Stan is recognition for an ardent fan. Here, Fly By Night is sort of a another way of saying sort of covert or behind the scenes kind of thing. Fly is also another word for awesome if you're a Gen X, and so by night, just meaning after dark. You might say that someone is fly by night if they are awesome after dark or something. Two more. We have three more, actually. We have one, assessing the number of hotties at a party. So a snack counter is just a place where you might get snacks, but also a snack is a Gen Z way of saying a hottie, or someone who is hot enough to eat up, that kind of thing. And someone who is counting those at a party, assessing the number of them, might be a snack counter. Then here, shipping lanes are just channels for boats, shipping boats. You might, shipping is also the act of sort of imagining or desiring a romance between two usually fictional characters. And so if you're promoting a romantic connection between characters played by actors Nathan and Diane, both of whom have the last name Lane, you might be shipping lanes. And then finally, split second is just a fraction of a second. But split is also another way of saying to leave in boomer slang. And so if you are not the first person to leave, but the second, if you leave just after the first person, you might be said to split second. So that is our theme, talking about my generation. A pretty fun theme for Sunday, October 26, 2025. And lots of, actually mostly fine fill, but a couple of intersecting things that got me. Definitely this bit here, this bit here, and there was something down here too, even like in this area here that was not entirely clear to me. This one too. So a few little areas of resistance, but generally good. So that is our puzzle for Sunday, October 26th. A little bit of a back solve here. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, do hit that like button. And if you want to let me know how you fared with this, leave a comment. Or you could subscribe to see when I'm posting next. That's all for today. We'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Thanks for joining.